Nice.
Feeling you, FP. Let's keep this winning streak going.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still, plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got the Beast, and it's Iguodala in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Knox out there with Ellis. Then there's Grant. Then it's Johnson. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the Beast. In the game against Detroit, very impressive.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So he gets them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Knox. Pass to Okongwu. Fader on the way. Diabate grabs the board. There's the 3. The Beast can hit. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's the Beast. Pass to Salon. Here's the Beast. It's good from long range. The Beast's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. One-on-one fast break. And Salon gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Ellis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Knox misses.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And that one's good. Iguodala.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by Cleveland. Ellis dishes to Grant. Pass to Knox. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's Banton, a 3 ball. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Knox, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Johnson outside. Okongwu down low. To halt the run, and the jumper falls for him.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Count that bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Knox. After the made shot from the Beast, back to Knox. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Knox has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hardy, he's checked in for Grant. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Hardy. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Knox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, what a stretch.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The news out in Chicago involves the Bulls' early season roster moves. They have long been looking into a guard who can create his own shots, and I'm told they have landed on Jamal Murray as their guy, and his championship pedigree is an added bonus for them. A big move from a team who is clearly looking to take the next step and shake things up.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He had 42 points and caused real problems for shooters with his shot blocking. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one. Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
He gets it in there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Subscribe to the channel if you new. If not, hit that like button, man. Send me this. Send me this, man.
So for the Hawks, Sampson's checked in, and it's Grant in for Jalen Johnson. The Hawks trail by 7. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hardy. The shot from the low post is good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Allen. Here's Salon for 3. Mitchell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Here's Hardy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Butler passes to Mobley. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Here's Allen. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And here's Hardy. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 3 seconds left. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Grant is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Warren. Then there's Hardy. And it's Sampson in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
The first free throw is good. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Evan Mobley. Both free throws good from Warren. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And here's Hardy following the three-pointer from DeAndre Hunter. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Hardy. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D-Wade with a better jumper.
Atlanta with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Pass to Hunter. Shoots over Hardy. And there's Hunter on the assist by Mitchell. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter. And it's Warren with the ball for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. They set the pick. Here's Hardy. Good D by Mitchell. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Hardy. He has 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Warren. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Warren. And stolen by Hunter. Butler on the wing. Takes the 3. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hardy. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Man can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Mitchell outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Mitchell's got 6.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Hardy. Back to Ellis. Johnson sets the screen for Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Hardy. The Hawks again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Here's the Beast. 13 points in the game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Hardy following the score by Cleveland. Here's Knox. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And he did not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Enrich of the season still in its early stages, but the travel miles already starting to add up for some teams.
But it's so easy now compared to a few decades ago. All flights are chartered, team meals, sleep sciences. Road games aren't easy, but they are easier.
Grant, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Gordon. Now, here's Grant. Last time out, he had 13 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
There's the pick. The Beast passes to Mobley. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Banton. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Mobley. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 12. Knox the pass to Grant. No good on that one. Good D by Mobley. The Beast can't hit. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Knox. Atlanta again missing.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. 16 seconds left in the first half. 3-pointer. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Here's the Beast with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. The Beast's got 22.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
If you're looking to add explosive scoring, Murray is your man. Great range, believes in himself, and his teammates believe in him. Just the guy you need.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So it's the Hawks now. 17-point game. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul. Now Ellis on the court for Cleveland. We've got the Beast. And it's Salon in at the small forward position. He gets that one. Knox has got 10. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Into the lane. The Beast can't hit. The Hawks shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Ellis surveying the D. Out to the right wing. From downtown. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Pulls it up. The Beast can't hit. Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Ellis. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He has 5.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's the Beast. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
And the basket by Knox.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the Beast.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Here's Patton, still without a basket.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Ellis outside, back to Knox. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And they continue to control the glass.
They get the rebound. Pass to the Beast. Takes a 3. And he recovers it. Tries to the hoop. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 10-2 run here to the inside. Stolen by Allen. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Salon. Gets the jumper in space. Salon's got 5 points so far.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Johnson after Cleveland got the 3-pointer. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Kicks it out to Ellis. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Allen. Cleveland leading by 12. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Pass to Salon. Cans it from downtown. 8 points for him.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Knox the pass to Ellis. A little under 2.5 minutes on the clock now here in the third.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's the Beast. 24 points for him. Count that one. The Beast's got 4 points this quarter.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Knox. He's got 16. Pass to Ellis from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Atlanta making some changes. Shepard's checked in for Grant. Mann comes in for Johnson. And it's Hardy in for Ellis. So it's the Cavaliers now, leading by 12. Alexander Walker passes to Mitchell. Hunter, no one around him. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Knox. Elbow shot is on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Oh, great ball movement there.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
One shot. And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The Hawks trail by 18. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Bounce pass from Warren. Here's Knox. He's got 16. 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on DeAndre Hunter. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Warren against Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Knox. 18 points for him.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first one falls.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
The Hawks making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And both free throws good for Hunter. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Hardy passes to Warren. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Hardy. 5 points in the game. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And there's the drive.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Terrence Mann. Hardy is out there with Warren. Then there's Shepard, and it's Sampson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Mann. Outside Warren. Six on the shot clock. That misses off the backboard.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Thomas checked in for Terrence Mann. And Cleveland also making a change. Allen's checked in. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
The offensive rebound. Sampson kicks to Warren. Second chance shot. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Mitchell. And Mitchell is right there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Timeout, Hawks. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Mann's checked in for Atlanta. The Beast, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Sampson. Pass to Hardy. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Banton's checked in. The Beast can't hit. And it's Warren with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Sampson. Pass to Hardy. Drops in the tray.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's the Beast. The rebound by Shepard. The Hawks trail by 19. Takes it inside, and that one's good. Hardy.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Johnson, the pass to Hardy. Fires from deep. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Warren.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Here's the Beast. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Knox the pass to Hardy. Back to Knox. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Driving inside.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shoots the 3. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Hardy. Clock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Ellis. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ellis outside. Now, here's Okongwu. Back to Ellis. Johnson sets the screen for Ellis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The floater. Okongwu, the pass to Knox. They grab their own miss. Johnson can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 22.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Beast.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Grant, he's checked in for Atlanta. Back to Hunter. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Now here's Ellis. Knox. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Hunter. Al Gordon. He's guarded by Ellis. Cleveland moving it around. Butler attacking. Shoots over Grant. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves? MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Ivica Zubac.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. We've got Donovan Mitchell and it's Iguodala in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac out there with Naz Reid. And it's Christie in at shooting guard. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Here we go.
So Cleveland will get first possession. Here's the Beast. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Here's where, in the game against Denver, very impressive. Reid, good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
It's stolen. Here's where. Puts the move on.
Oh, wow! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Salah. Here's the Beast. On the wing, Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Here's Bates. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Here's Bates. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's the Beast. And he gets the bucket. The Beast has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Reid, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Oh, the teardrop falls in. He's got 5.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's the Beast. Ooh, can't get the double clutch layup to drop.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Nimhard's checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Bates. Back to Nimhard. Down low. Reid in the post. Diabate grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Nimhard outside. Here's Bates, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under review.
A lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He contributed 31 points, and he knocked down some trays last game. A great sign for his team. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Stripped away. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Now Nimhard, still without a bucket. Has to Ware. Bates misses.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Salone. They lead by one. Offensive board. Diabate's shot is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Nimhard fires in the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Bates. This one for three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw is good from Mitchell. Both free throws good from Mitchell. Fires away from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Cleveland on top, leading by just 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
They've got Andrew Nembhard, and it's Christie in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Benton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Well, Los Angeles shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Bridges hits them both. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Allen. Now here's Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, you've got to put that length and frame to work. Evan Mobley sets the screen and creates room for his role.
Here's Christie. Bridges with it. Hunter covering. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Christie. From deep three-point land. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Benton on the wing. No made baskets yet. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Freeman Liberty's checked in for Christie. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Diabate's checked in for Evan Mobley. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Hunter. Pass to Diabate. Clock at 6. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Dudley. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 2. This, their first chance to take a look at Cleveland this season. Dudley passes to Bridges. Now Nembhard. To the left side wing. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Now here's Bridges. And in that win against the Nuggets, he was a major factor as well. For 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Hunter. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Bridges. The Clippers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. To win the drought. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Diabate's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hunter passes to Banton. And he buries his first look.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to review the game plan. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Christie. Elbow shot. 2 points. That one goes. Christie's got his first basket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's the Beast. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Bates. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
Well, that was clearly...
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after...
The previous play is under review.
In a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Hunter. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
The Beast. That's his 6 make in 11 tries.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Reed. Minute 32 left in the second quarter. The wide open shot is on the money. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. 1:07 left in the first half. A nice shot by Bates.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gordon. It's intercepted. Here's Bates. He had 25 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Over to the left wing. Here's the Beast. Cleveland again missing. The Clippers trail. Oh, it's stolen. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Christie. Check by Mitchell. Christie passes to Bates. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this one. 5 on the clock. Takes the three. Gets the three ball to go. Bates has got 7 points for the quarter. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on top, up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight is a tight matchup for the Clippers after 2 quarters.
They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys, this is how tough defense can be. It's locked in.
Their ability to get stops, that's been the difference. And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year, those darn Supersonics.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Clippers in the lead. On the court right now for Cleveland. We've got Donovan Mitchell, and it's Iguodala in at the 5, down low. Here's the 3. Christie's shot is off. Christie's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's the Beast. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. It's both from the stripe. Here's Ware. To the middle. Here's Bates. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds now. There's the 3. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Ware. And here's Reid. Here's Ware. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's the Beast. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Mitchell understanding that length and athleticism serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Reed for 3. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them. And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Clippers trail by 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Bates, the pass to Reed. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here comes Cleveland. They're rolling here, 9 unanswered. Pass to Bates. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's the beast. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Fires for 3. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Bridges, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Nembhard comes in for Bates. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. And let's take a look now at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Pass to Zubats. Back to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Jones is checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nimhard, right side. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Dudley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. It's Bridges on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. Bridges misses. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 14-2 run here. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
And BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Hunter passes to Mobley. Here's Benton. The 3-ball. Sinks the tray. Benton's got 5 points.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Reed sets a screen. 3-pointer. Bridges nails it from beyond the arc.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hood, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Champagnie in for Dudley. Gordon, he's checked in for Cleveland. Green comes in for Hunter. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 14. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 6.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And here's Bridges. 4-3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. And so it's Cleveland, ending the quarter up 10. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mikal Bridges is out there with Andrew Nimhard. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with a 3. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Jones. Inside. Here's Hood. Got a piece of it. Butler with the ball. Pass to Green. Gordon outside. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Pass to Butler. Here's Salon. Gordon outside.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Hood with it. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Jones. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Gordon pulls it in.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Now here's Butler. Back to Green from deep. The shot, no good. Clippers trail by 12. Now Nembhard. Bridges outside. Jones sets a screen. Bridges against Gordon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
That free throw no good. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second one. Now here's Mitchell. Here's the Beast. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Bates is checked in for Bridges. Here's Christie. Pass to Bates. Shot clock at 6. Up top, Reed. Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. The three-pointer off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the Beast. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Ware. Here's Bates. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And there it is for him.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Clippers have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Here's Ware. Hunter covering. Lets it fly. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Cavaliers lead by 17. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Bates. Pass to Christie. Here's Reed. Buries it down low.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Here's the Beast. Left side, Mitchell. Here's the Beast. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The Beast. Good.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Cavaliers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the Beast.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Buries it from three. And Cleveland has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Christie. No good from outside. And here's Mitchell. Launches it. Cleveland again missing. Now Los Angeles with it. 15-point game. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Dudley passes to Jones. And here's Bridges. Covered by Alexander Walker. Now here's Bridges. He's covered closely. And he banks in the layup. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about. Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight. MP, you're about to go off.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Orlando. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top three.
And I think for Cleveland, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got Mitchell, also the Beast out there, and it's Iguodala in its center. And for the Magic, Jaren Jackson is out there with Banchero. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Hayes, and it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. All teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
And Orlando starts out with the ball. And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both free throws good from the Beast.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Suggs looking around. Banchero outside. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't leave Banchero open from 3 either because he makes shots from everywhere.
With some arc, it's deflected, and they get it back. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Here's the Beast. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Suggs. Unloads from 9. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The kick out to Mobley. Here's the Beast. Rebound by the Magic. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's Suggs. 17 points in his last outing.
Really good aggressive take from Suggs, giving the defense no choice but to foul him there.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
The Beast. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Jackson. Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Jared Allen's checked in for Cleveland.
Let's look at the stats for Paolo Banchero. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now, here's Banchero. He has 6.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball in the hoop. They were all over him. You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Here's Suggs. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And it's Banchero missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Allen slams it in.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Now here's Duncan. Scoreless thus far. Banchero outside. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Pass to Salone. Out left to the wing. The Beast can't hit.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers trailing, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Hayes. Turner comes in for Banchero. Bouknight, he's checked in for Duncan. And Smith subbed in for Suggs. 1:36 left in the first quarter. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Adams. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's the Beast. Finding the lane. And Adams sends it back. Cloak loose. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had 34 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. He played outstanding. He didn't force anything and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Diabate's checked in. Orlando leading. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And good that time.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The Beast passes to Hunter. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. For three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. We've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard. Greg, you know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Bouknight. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Banchero. Can't hit that one. Hunter with some nice defense. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Pass to Gordon. Gordon a screen. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Adams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cavaliers leading. Alexander Walker with the ball. The three. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Pass to Bouknight. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Comes up empty down low. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Diabate. He has yet to score. For 3, Hunter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Benton. It's up a 3. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Banchero. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Inside, Banchero has everything he needs to make it happen. He's got size, strength, agility, and a nice touch, too.
Hunter, no one around him, and another 3 for Cleveland.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Inside, Diabate makes it off the glass. Diabate's got his first 2 points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Hayes, he's checked in for Adams. Jaren Jackson comes in for Banchero. Duncan, he's checked in for Bouknight. And it's Suggs in for Smith. Now Suggs, Duncan outside. Here's the teardrop. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Jackson passes to Duncan. 6 to shoot.
Boy, they are having major struggles from the floor.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from the Beast. The Beasts got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. 1:27 left in the first half. And stolen by Mobley. Here's the Beast. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
To the wing on the left. That one drops for him. And it's a 9-point Cleveland lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's foul number 2 for him. .46 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Duncan. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And he drives in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Cavaliers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Early on, he was drawing a lot of contact and getting to the stripe, but that has not been the story in the second quarter.
Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Suggs with the ball. He has 7. Sinks the triple. Suggs has got 10 points.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Here's the Beast. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Turner. 3-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Orlando Magic.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What can you say at the Beast? An impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Kevin, we caught up with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. Right now, they're just saying that it's an injury to his spine. And obviously, our thoughts are with him. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Suggs out there with Duncan. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Hayes in at the 5. Roman Lopez is out there for Orlando. And here we can check out the story for Pop. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what
the previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Suggs. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Pass to Salone. Lets it go with a 3. The Beast can't hit.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from the Beast. Here's Suggs. 12 points for him. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Banchero. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, I love Banchero's overall game because it's terrific. I like to see him taking over, too. As an alpha dog leading the way, going and getting his, that's impressive.
For 3, Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in.
You know, he gets to the line quite a bit, and I know Paolo Banchero would like to see his percentage from the line creep up, and I think it will.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last
days.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The Magic trail by 14. Duncan, the pass to Suggs. Outside Jackson. Suggs finds Duncan. And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For Cleveland, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Bouknight, he's checked in for the Magic. Then for the Cavaliers, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Allen. Green comes in for Evan Mobley. And Delano Battens subbed in for Donovan Mitchell.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's the Beast. Rebound by the Magic. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bouknight passes to Suggs. Suggs with a screen for Jackson. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's the Beast. Drills it from outside. The Beast's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Butler, he's checked in for the Beast. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Bouknight. A floater. He can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And here's Gordon. He's covered by Suggs. Got a hand on it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Suggs has got 16 points.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Pass to Hunter. 1:15 left to play in the third. Back to Butler. Gordon a screen. Clock is at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the 3 off target. The Magic trail by 14. Suggs passes to Bouknight. Here's Bankero. That one goes in. He's got 17.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
3-pointer, Butler. Orlando grabs the miss. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Back to Bankero. Hayes with the screen for Bankero. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Gordon finds Hunter. Puts up a deep 3. The shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers ahead, up by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the beast. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. Banchero, that's good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's the beast. Here's Allen. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Smith, the pass to Turner. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Diabate's shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Here's Bouknight. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. It's tipped. And they recover it. Banchero, right side. Count the basket. Banchero's got 22.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Suggs, he's checked in for Smith. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The beast passes to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Cleveland moving the ball around. To the paint. That's tipped. The beast. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Turner kicks to Suggs. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The Magic trail by 11. Over in the corner, Turner. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At one point, they led by 16.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Jacks up a 3. Adams trying to free himself up. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Here's the beast driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Orlando making some changes. Hayes is checked in for Adams. Jaren Jackson comes in for Turner. And it's Duncan in for Bouknight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers laid cut to just 9 on the basket from Jackson. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Hayes finds Duncan. Shot clock at 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so Duncan nails them both. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Duncan outside. The train cranes the three-pointer. Duncan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
To me, one of the things that separates Banchero from others is his passing.
It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. It's stolen. Here's the Beast. He throws it down hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Hunter with some nice defense. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's the Beast. Off target from outside. The Magic have gone 4-10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Banchero missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Suggs. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Looking to end the run. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's my goodness. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Mitchell wide open. Misses the three. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 11. And it's Banchero missing. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Suggs. A kick out to Mobley. A second chance effort. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinals. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Good game, MP.
Throw them buffs on MP. We're in the deep.
What's up, MP? The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Trying to stop me.
You can feel the anticipation in the air. We're in Las Vegas. Hi, everyone. Time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference semifinals are almost underway, and we can't wait. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Cleveland, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And check it out, Detroit, far behind in the standings.
Right now for Cleveland, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Mitchell. And it's the Beast in at the 2. And for Detroit, they've got Cunningham. And it's Black in at the point guard position. And the combination of NBA basketball with the single elimination format, you know the anticipation here is sky high.
Oh, the Eastern semifinals of the NBA Cup knockout round. It's win or go home. So these two teams have come to play.
I got to say, guys, watching MP's success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do. Win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team. In general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-filled league.
Hunter with the bucket.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Hunter passes to Mobley. With the drive, the Beast. Good. The Beast has got 5.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Bonner. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Black passes to Cunningham, and he knocks down the 10-footer.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Hunter. Now Mitchell. Here's the Beast. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Mitchell misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Stay on the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Pass to the Beast. Puts it up from the high post. It's rebounded by Bonner.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Black. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Now here's Cunningham. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Pass to Black. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Magic was tremendous. He contributed 40 points. And then you look at the steals, the blocks, terrific all-around performance from him. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Mitchell's checked in for Detroit.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
It's stolen away. Here's the Beast going inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Cunningham from deep three-point range. Mobley grabs the board.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Cunningham. Takes it inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drives.
Here's the Beast. The rebound by Detroit. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Edwards, he's checked in for Detroit. Rollins comes in for Cunningham. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Alexander Walker's checked in. Pass to Bonner. A minute 6 left in the first. Here's Rollins. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Benton. Mobley outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gordon outside. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Bonner.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Gordon against Nance. And here's Edwards. Here's Rollins. Covered by Mobley. Shot clock at 3. Puts it up from 15. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Mobley. The 3 is up. They get it back. Salon. Oh, my! What a slam right at the buzzer!
And that's exactly what you want. Finish the quarter on a positive note.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Butler. Then there's Aaron Gordon. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Diabate in at the center position. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. And Butler with the block. Here's Diabate. Outside Hunter. Fader on the way. Second chance effort. And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Haywood. And it's Edwards with the ball for Detroit. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Now here's Mitchell. He had 22 in the win against Milwaukee.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
They set the screen. Got a hand on it. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Pass to Hunter. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Gordon can't hit. Pistons trail by 5. Out to the wing. Outside Mitchell. Here's Bonner, covered by Alexander Walker. 13 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
He misses the free throw. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Detroit with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Mitchell to the paint. Here's Nance. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Diamante's got 4 rebounds now. The Beast passes to Allen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
And it's a good thing to see Allen trying to score more. When he does that, he attracts the defense's attention.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
Second free throw, no good.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
The Pistons making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Here's the Beast. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. The Beast has got 14 points for the game.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Mitchell, the pass to Cunningham. Lets it go from the wing. Nance for 3. He drops it from range.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
To the middle. Here's the Beast. The rebound by Detroit. Pass to Edwards. In transition. Crafty move. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Galloway's checked in for Edwards.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Detroit making a change here. Here's Black. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Nance with a screen on Green. Here's Thompson. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Mitchell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Pistons trail by 7. 54 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. There's Cunningham with a three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 9.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
The Beast shot is off. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Bonner. Now here's Nance. Right wing. Here's Black. Rebounded by Green. Cleveland leading by 4.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
There's Cunningham with a three. And Detroit another three. Here's the Beast. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Buzzer beater king is here.
Into half. Just demoralizing.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland on top, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
I think for the Cavaliers, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
And next up, let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who seem pretty well matched in their game.
Let me start out by saying, if you make it here, like both these teams have, the whole league and NBA fan base is checking you out, and I know what the feeling is like.
You know, Shaq, I think I need more Shaqronyms in my life. How about OFC? You know what that is, big fella? Okra and fried chicken. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we welcome you once again for the second half of play here at the NBA Cup semifinals. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They lead by 4. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll be game 5 for them as they near the end of a 6-game trip. We've got Asar Thompson, and it's Cunningham in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Black. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Here's Nance. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's the Beast. He's watched by Cunningham. The Beast shot is off. Detroit has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Nance. Good D by Mobley.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
They get it back. And Allen gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And this is why you must box out Allen, a strong player who can hurt you on the offensive glass.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Cunningham passes to Nance. Unable to get that one. Good D by Mobley.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Nance, high post. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Diabate's checked in for the Cavs. Banton comes in for Mitchell. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Nance the screen. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The Beast. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Black passes to Cunningham. Cunningham using his size.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Here's the Beast. Thompson pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Butler's checked in. Now here's Cunningham, guarded closely. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. First free throw is good.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
The Pistons making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Gordon, he's checked in for Cleveland. Alexander Walker comes in for Hunter. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
From 9 feet, and it's Cunningham missing.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Thompson after the basket by Cleveland. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Gordon. And he lobs it up top. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
Outside for Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And it's Butler with the ball for Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Inside, here's Alexander Walker. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Nance outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Thompson outside. Up top, Nance. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Pass to Diabate. Butler against Mitchell. Shoots. Alexander Walker with the bucket. And now a 9-point Cleveland lead.
It's beginning to seem like they've gotten complacent defensively. They showed much more intensity in the first half.
Cunningham outside. Here's Butler. Back to Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Right side, Butler. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Butler's got 5 now.
I just love the ball movement.
Cunningham outside. Outside Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. That shot, no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup championship game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Delano Banton out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Banton. And here's Mobley, guarded by Edwards. Doubled by Nance. Outside Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Black. From downtown, Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Benton. Back to Hunter. Mobley outside. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Mobley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
Nance the screen. The 3 from Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Mobley. Fires the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. On the wing, Thompson. Good D by Mobley. Cleveland leading by 18. Hunter in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Hunter, good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now here's Thompson. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Outside Mitchell. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. There's the triple. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Nance. Shoots over Allen. And again, no good by Detroit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Thompson finds Nance. To the inside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Free throw good. Edwards. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Now here's Cunningham from the high post, and he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Dialed in, Cunningham, an innate ability to shoot.
Edwards, a pass to Black. Back to Edwards. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes, somebody...
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still...
The previous play is under review.
Now, there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Thompson, he's checked in for Edwards. And he makes a first. Both free throws good from Cunningham. The Cavaliers lead by 18, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
And Cleveland has possession. It's good. The Beast has got 27.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Thompson outside. Tries it from 19, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's the Beast. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's the Beast. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Green's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Cavaliers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight. And what a huge performance it was for the Beast.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Butler. And it's good for 2.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Butler against Nance. Black passes to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham looking to end the run, and he lays it in.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Butler passes to Green, and here's Hunter. Fades back. That one no good. Pass to Cunningham. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. And they advance to the championship round. Just one win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, the prize money, and the chance to hang a banner.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Al.